Hey guys, right here with Susan Fletcher, Scott from CrossFit Optimized, going day 3. We're going to talk about nutrition with Susan. As we know, nutrition is individualized. So to say that there's a cookie cutter recipe for every athlete is just asinine. It just doesn't work, right? So Susan came in yesterday at our downtown location and did an in-body scan. In-body scan uses impedance to go through the entire body. To break down skeletal muscle mass, extracellular water, intracellular water. It also breaks down adipose tissue or body fat percentage and overall weight. So we got some really good insight into some biological markers on Susan that can lead us into a caloric prescription. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So Susan, based on the in-body, and I know it's kind of hard to see, but based on the in-body, you need to consume at around 1,700 calories a day for normal hormone function. We want to keep you healthy, right? You're not doing that.
Not at all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be a big step. I'm not expecting you to go from eating 1,100 calories to 2,500 calories today, but let's see if by the end of this week, beginning of next week, you're consuming a lot more calories, right? So what I've done is I've taken her basal metabolic rate, which is what she has to consume to stay healthy, and I've multiplied it kind of times her workout prescription. She's doing CrossFit 5 times a week. She's doing very well, so we're looking at about 5 hours of extra training that we need to add more calories so she can fuel those workouts and recover properly. Because if she's not fueling and recovering, she's just going to feel like shit, right? And that's not what we're going for here. So based on that, we're going to go from the 1,700 or so to almost 25. So that's a lot of food. And the funny thing about, especially when I'm dealing with females, is I've been told my entire life to cut calories in order to lose weight. And that's just not the way it works. There's so much scientific data saying that undereating is actually causes more weight gain than overeating. Don't take it with a grain of salt. There's a whole myriad of things involved in that. If you're eating 15 donuts for breakfast, you're probably overeating, right? So it's all in context. So what I did, we know your goals. We're looking for body fat loss.
Right.
We want to get back to where you were a couple years ago. That's our main goal, and we're going to keep focusing on that. So I'm going to take these caloric prescription. I'm going to drop it down 10 to 15%. So you're still going to be crushing about 2,200 calories a day. All right? And I can see the look in your face. She's like, oh my God, there's no way I can eat that much food. And you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult, and it's going to be a challenge. But the goal is, the more you do it, the easier it will become. Okay? So the first couple days, you're going to be texting me saying, Scott, I cannot eat one more bite. And I'll be like, you have to, Susan. You have to put it in your body to get you through this workout. That's just the way it is, okay? And we have to be consistent. So the consistency comes in our macronutrient breakdown. So our macronutrient breakdown is protein, carbohydrate, and fats. I didn't write that down. Where's my trusty Sexpo marker? So we're going to hit 175 grams of protein every day. That's a lot of protein, okay? When you think that the average 4-ounce chicken breast has about 28,
Wow.
That's a lot of chicken, right? Okay, there's other proteins, of course. Our carbohydrates, 175 carbohydrates, and we're going to hit 85 grams of our lipids, so fats. So the caloric prescription, 700 calories in protein, 700 calories in carbohydrate, and 765 in fat. Okay. Sorry. So we want to make sure we're making some good lifestyle choices here, okay? And it's going to be difficult, and you and I will go. We're not going to waste a whole lot of video right now, but I'm going to talk to you about how we're going to get these 700 calories of protein, how we're going to get these 700 carbohydrates, and how we're going to get this 765 in fat, and we're going to use high-quality fats, okay? So based on this, before going into actually what we're going to consume and the timing of it, do you have any questions?
No, more or less just exactly what you said is that protein and the carb. That just seems like a lot of carbs.
It does seem like a lot of carbs, but be honest with you, we have to start somewhere, and that's really what it's all about.
Okay.
We have to start somewhere, and we have to hit these numbers consistently, and then you and I will work together, and we'll look at a few numbers. We'll look
Okay.
at, mainly, I want to know, do you have any energy, right? Because if you don't have the
That's
energy
right
to
right
come
now.
to do CrossFit, then we're missing something here, right? So we've got some lifestyle things that we need to discuss, and I don't mind, right? But yeah, if you don't have the energy, if you're not sleeping well, because a lot of people think that you have to cut so many carbohydrates out. Well, guess what? Carbohydrates release melatonin. So if you're not consuming enough carbohydrates, your sleep quality is going to suck.
So I guess that's where we need to figure, because I work third shift.
Yeah. So we've got some lifestyle stuff that we have to
Yeah.
go through. Absolutely. But I think this is a good starting point.
Exactly.
I'm not saying these are your numbers for the rest of your life, because it just doesn't work that way,
Right.
right? But this is a good starting point for us. And I think going forward, if we start hitting those numbers and we're consistent with those numbers for 30 days,
That's gonna be
it's going to be
Yeah.
tough, but I think you're going to see some drastic
Awesome.
changes. Any other questions?
No, I'm excited.
All right. So let's talk about a few
Okay.
other things, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right.